Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the top 15 common traffic daily driver cars, where you want to see cars that you will see every single day on the road that I think are actually pretty cool cars, at least in terms of looks. Maybe their performance isn't the best, but looks-wise, they look pretty cool. All right, especially when you modify them too. Media of the day, that's right, we're keeping the intro short, baby. Media of the day is Call of Duty Ghosts. A lot of people don't like this one, myself included. It's one of the weaker Call of Duty titles, but in my opinion, even a bad Call of Duty game is still a good game. I know like the rest of the gaming community hates Call of Duty, and it's like a trend to just like act like they're bad. I like them, man. I like COD, as you guys know. I have a Call of Duty channel dedicated to Call of Duty. I'm a big fan of them. Call of Duty Ghosts is fun. The campaign is really good, actually. The extinction mode is a fun turn on the zombies mode. I like it a lot, actually. Multiplayer is a little bit slow and campy, but still pretty fun. Still some fun to be had. It's awesome maps. Some of the DLC maps are freaking awesome in their base game maps, but some of the DLC maps are really good. So go give COD Ghosts a try. There are still some people playing it, but it's one of the least populated CODs out there, so don't expect to get matches at like 3 a.m. or something. But without further ado, let's go right into it with the top 15 really cool common traffic cars. Yeah, I'm gonna make some people mad by calling their cars regular traffic. Dude, I drive an Integra. Okay, it makes 140 horsepower. Okay, I'm not special in any way. All right. But 15th place is a Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark 7. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you guys, GTI owners, but GTIs are regular traffic. Like, it's fine. It's a cool regular traffic car. It's on my cool car list, but it's kind of regular traffic. The only reason why it's not any higher, even though I do think it's cooler than a couple of the cars we still have to talk about, is just because, again, there's an argument to be made that a GTI isn't regular traffic and that the base model Golfs are the regular traffic variants of these blah, blah, blah. Dude, I see grandmas driving GTIs, okay? My friend's little sister had a GTI as her first car. I think they're regular traffic, but obviously, we all know GTIs are very cool cars. So respect where respect is due, but they are kind of regular traffic. Coming in at the number 14 spot, again, might make some people upset. The whole list is going to make people upset, as a matter of fact, because I'm calling your cars regular traffic. As you guys can tell, me saying they're regular traffic is not a bad thing, okay? 14th place is a Subaru WRX. Specifically the Raptor Eye, because that's like the most common one right now, but pretty much any generation. Like the new one, I don't know what they're calling it, but in terms of eyes, but that one is going to become regular traffic pretty soon. But as of right now, it's the Raptor Eye that's regular traffic. But yeah, the WRX, at least where I'm from, I'm in Connecticut, I see these everywhere. Pretty much when anybody wants to buy any sort of like enthusiast car up where I'm from, they buy a WRX because it's all-wheel drive. So it makes sense because you could drive it during the winter as well. And so I see them all over the place, but they are obviously still really cool cars. WRXs will always be really cool cars. Even the new ones that are like, yeah, they definitely made some risky decisions with the styling and I don't think it worked out. Even they are still a cool platform. Coming in at the number 13 spot is a car that I thought about buying for a very long time, and so I settled on the old BMWs, the Infiniti Q50. Yeah, the Q50 is a freaking cool car, dude. Like, everything about the Q50 is awesome in my opinion. I think the motor is great. I think the fact that they're rear-wheel drive is really cool. I think they look incredible. Everything about them is really cool, but there are very, very common traffic. You'll see Q50s all over the place. Now the Q60s, the coupes of these, they're definitely a little bit more rare, I would say, and they're less common to see a Q60 on the road than it is a Q50, but even those are relatively not that rare, especially if you go down like in South. The only reason why we don't see as many Q60s up here is because of, again, winter. But yeah, the Q50, beautiful freaking car. I wanted one. I was thinking about buying one. I'm a VQ boy at heart, as you guys know. I think they're awesome, but they're definitely regular traffic. Coming in at 12th place is I might get some hate for this one because I'm a car guy, as you guys know. I like to talk about the JDM cars, but full-sized trucks, specifically the 1500, so the gas trucks, because the diesels, I mean, obviously the diesels are cool. Everyone knows that diesel trucks are cool in some way, you know. But even the gas 1500s, they're so common. I'm talking Silverado, F-150, Ram. You guys know what I'm talking about, obviously. Those trucks are so common. I mean, you'll see 700 of them a day, at least where I'm from, dude. Maybe if you live in a city, it's not as common, but where I'm from, like any rural area, you'll find tons of 1500 gas job trucks driving all over hell's creation. They're literally more common than like Camrys at this point. But they are, at the end of the day, still pretty cool, in my opinion. I want a Silverado so bad. I want a 1500 Silverado so freaking bad. I would love to have one. That'd be like the perfect daily driver. And then you modify them slightly. I don't think the crazy big lift kits are good looking, but slight like leveling kits with nice, slightly wider tires on it just looks nice, man. They're cool vehicles. Coming in at the number 11 spot is definitely one of the least common traffic cars on this list. Like, they're still a little bit rare, but I don't think the reason why they're rare is because they're like enthusiast cars. I think they're just rare because not a lot of people buy them. The Cadillac ATS. I think the ATS is just again, I don't think it's the fact that they're rare because they're like two exclusive sports cars. I think the reason why the Cadillac ATS is more rare than a regular traffic car is, again, just because of the fact that people don't want them. I guess like people are they're kind of trying to compete with the BMWs and Mercedes, and those names are just more synonymous with like what the Cadillac is trying to do. But they're really freaking awesome cars, as we all know. The ATS and the CTS is just a cool car overall, and you'll just see like grandmas and grandpas driving them. I just had the loudest, most painful sneeze of my entire life right after I ended that clip. That was crazy. 10th place is the Honda Fit 3rd Gen. Yeah, as we all know, I actually just made a video 2 days ago talking all about why you should buy a Honda Fit. I like the Honda Fit over here on the Mark Roden channel, but obviously 90,000% of people will just look at a Honda Fit and be like, that is just a regular car. But car guys appreciate them, and I am one of those people. I think they're really cool. Do they look cool? Obviously not. You know, a Honda Fit isn't like a looker, but in terms of everything else about it, what it's hiding underneath the hood, what it's hiding as a chassis, they're a fun car to drive. And obviously, again, 90% of people would look at them and just say they're the complete opposite of that, but I think they aren't. Coming in at 9th place is one that I feel like most of us don't really understand, but the BMW 3 Series. Obviously, the M3 is different, but I'm talking 320i's, 330i's, 335i's, 340i's. You see these all the time, like all the time, especially where I mean, I feel like it's even more common probably like in other places, but where I'm from, I see them all the time. They're everywhere, especially X-Drive models up here, but they're all over the place because it makes sense. They're relatively affordable and they're nice cars. They're not the most reliable, but most people don't really care about that. They don't think about that, at least when they go to buy a car. They're nice cars for the price that you're paying. You see them all over the place, but they're freaking awesome. Like every car, I feel like, yeah, there are some car guys out there that'll be like, BMW sucks, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like most car guys can understand, can appreciate, or at least agree that BMW 3 Series are fun platforms. And they are, they're freaking cool. I want one so bad, and you see them all over the place. Coming in at 8th place is a car that I think 20 years from now, our children will be buying for like $3,000 and turboing and slamming on their nuts. And we're going to be like, why'd you buy that piece of crap? But it's actually not a piece of crap because it's the Honda Civic 10th Gen. Yeah, the 10th Gen Civics are the most common right now. The 11th Gens are just still a little bit too new. They're starting to get more common, obviously, though. But the 10th Gens are the most common as of right now. And every time I drive by one, I'm always a little bit shocked by the front ends. The front ends on the 10th Gen Civics look so aggressive, and they look really, really good, actually. And obviously, they're very reliable. They're Hondas, so they're going to do whatever you want it to do. And if you want to build it up to be a little bit of a race car, they'll take it as well, because again, it's a Honda. They're going to be fun cars to drive. Everything about them are really, really cool, but you will see 5 million of them every single day, because it's a freaking Civic. Coming in at 7th place is like the BMW 3 Series, but just a little bit better. And that's coming from a BMW guy too. So y'all already know I ain't biased when I say that. The Audi A4 B9s. Yeah, the B9 A4s are becoming really, really common. I would say the B8s are a little bit more common right now, but most people can't even tell the difference between them really in terms of looks. But the B9s I think they're just such cool cars. Like they're so freaking awesome. And again, you will see tons of people driving them. Most of them are going to be like 20 to 30-year-old white girls, but they're going to be driving them all over the place. And in my opinion, they are really, really cool cars. They're again, they're like the BMW 3 Series. Like they are, everything I said about the BMW 3 Series applies to this one pretty much. Coming in at 6th place, again, another car that if you live in a city, you probably don't see these that often, but where I'm from, you see them all the time, and for some reason they have 7 million rubber ducks on the dashboard. What is up with that trend? Where did that come from? It is a bad trend. Let's put into that ASAP, because it looks dumb. The Jeep Wrangler JL, this is like the newest generation, or the second newest generation of the Wranglers. I don't know, I don't really keep up to date with the Wranglers, but in my opinion, the last like 3 generations have looked all the exact same. But nonetheless, it's a Wrangler, and obviously, yeah, you'll see them all over the place. But at the end of the day, they are cool vehicles. I know that a lot of car guys like to bash on Wranglers because they have like unreliable transmissions, and that makes sense. I don't blame you for doing that. But at the end of the day, Wranglers themselves, what they're meant to do, is pretty cool. They're an off-road capable vehicle, durable vehicle for going off-road, and that's freaking cool if that's what you're looking for. It's not what I'm looking for, but if that's what you're looking for, that's cool. Coming in at 5th place, however, allow me to explain. The Toyota Prius, 5th generation. This is the newest Toyota Prius. I've only seen a couple of these because they kind of just came out a couple years ago, so there's not that many out there. On top of that, I feel like nowadays when people want to buy like an electric car to save the world, they buy Teslas. I feel like they don't buy Priuses anymore. I feel like they're just not as common. But the 5th gen Prius, the newest Prius, whatever you want to call it, is so cool. I don't know what they did. It's the complete opposite of every other Prius we've ever seen before. Every Prius, first gen, second gen, third gen, fourth gen, were hideous. They were just so ugly looking. Like they look like rolling eggs. And to be honest, the fifth gen does kind of look like an egg. It still has that like body style, but the like lighting of it and like the wheels, everything about it is so aggressive looking for a freaking Prius. It's really cool looking. Everything else about it's obviously boring. It's a freaking EV commuter car. It's nothing crazy, but the looks is surprising. Coming in at fourth place, they've never missed. The Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 has never missed in terms of design. I'll stand by that. I think the Mazda 3 is a beautiful car for every generation, but specifically we're talking about the fourth gen today. This is the newest generation of the Mazda 3. I've seen quite a bit of them. They're all over the place. I'm sure you've seen quite a bit of them. They're very, very average commuter daily driver cars, but they look freaking aggressive. I don't get who designed the Mazda 3, but let them keep cooking, because this thing looks really, really good. In terms of performance and everything like that, it's nothing to write home about. It's just an average daily driver. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. But in terms of design, this is a special hatchback. It is a very good looking hatchback. Imagine if they brought back the Mazda Speed 3 and they used this body and then just like made it super cool and fun. Oh man, that'd be cool. Coming in at third place though is a car that every time I see one of these, I am mind blown at how cool they look when they drive by. And they're just like regular cars. They're just average daily drivers. The Acura TLX, second generation. The first gen TLX, I wasn't a big fan of. I thought it was just a regular old grandma looking car. The second gen, it's like they freaking, I don't know what they did. It's like they specifically made car guys build the second gen TLX. It looks so cool. Like, it's like wide. It's like, it has like a wide body kit on it. It's like aggressive. It looks like an M car or something. It's crazy how aggressive the new TLXs are. And they're just TLXs. There's nothing crazy about them. You'll see hundreds of them. But they look freaking insane. I think they look beautiful from factory. And they're an Acura, so they're reliable and cool and fun to drive. There's nothing bad about the second gen TLX. It's a freaking awesome car. Coming in a second place, though, is a car I've looked at buying multiple times because I really want one, honestly. The Toyota 4Runners or the Toyota Tacoma 5th generation, specifically the 4Runners, but the Tacomas as well are really cool. They're the newest ones, the newest 4Runners and the newest Tacomas. They are like really, really squared off, and they have like weird plastic bits, almost like a Subaru. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those, but the ones right before that, which is these ones, the 5th gens, those are really cool. Those are really, really good looking vehicles, and they're obviously incredible at off-road. They're reliable because they're a Toyota. Everything about them is awesome. I would love to have a 5th gen 4Runner. I really would. And they're not that expensive either. You'll see them literally everywhere. They're, especially where I'm from, again, but they're super common, but I think they're really cool vehicles. I like them a lot. I want one. They're awesome. Honorable mention, because even though I don't see these that much where I'm from, I know they're very popular in big city areas. The Tesla Model S. The reason why I don't see them where I'm from is because, again, I live in a very rural area, so there's not a lot of charging stations for these things, so not a lot of people buy them. And on top of that, they just don't really make much sense because we like to go off-road and stuff. They're kind of lower slung cars. But in city areas, these things are all the rage. They're all over the place. And even though I hate EVs just as much as the next guy, you guys know that, man, there is something special about the Model S. The Model S is a little bit of a cool car. In terms of design, at least. Like, obviously, the performance and everything like that, the 0 to 60 time is cool. The handling, though, sucks. The top speed sucks. All that stuff sucks. And the fact that you have to recharge it, and the fact that it's an EV makes no noise, and there's no gear shifts, blah, blah, blah. The interior is soulless. All that stuff, I get it. That part's not cool. But there is a little bit of it that's cool, so I wanted to mention it today. But in my opinion, the coolest, like, regular car that you'll just see driving down the street with, like, and, like, no one even bats an eye at it, except for me for some reason, is the Lexus IS 3rd generation, the facelift specifically, which is the newest one currently. There's the first gen, which is the IS 300. It's the one that we all know is the first gen IS. Second gen is like the IS 350 ISF generation. That car, but everybody was like, that one's really cool, but I don't really like the design of that one. Then the 3rd gen came out, and I didn't really like the design of it at first, but then they facelifted it, and now it's the newest one. You will see these all over the place because they're just like the most base model, cheap, easy to get into platform for a Lexus. You'll see them all over the place, and they look incredible. Like, I'll go out on a limb here and say that I think the new Lexus ISs look better than, like, the new G20 3 Series. Like, I'm a BMW guy. You guys know that. I love BMWs. I think they nail it with their design almost all the time. And I do like the new G20s. I know everybody else doesn't. The kidney grills draws people away from it. I like it. I think it's a good-looking car. I like this better. I think this is a beautifully aggressive sedan that is insane every time I see it. Every time I see it, I break my neck. And it's just a regular car. It is just a regular car that nobody else bats an eye at. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video on the top 15 really cool daily drivers or commuter cars or regular traffic, whatever you want to call it. in the big 2.6. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos I'd like to see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great mumbo jumbo. And let me know what other cars you guys see on the daily that you're like, wow, that's a cool car. You know what's another one that's kind of like common up where I'm from, even though it shouldn't be really? BRZs. I see a lot of BRZs, and even though I feel like I shouldn't, because they're rear-wheel drive and they're like low-slung sports cars, so it kind of makes no sense where I'm from. But you see them all the time, and they're really cool cars. Obviously, it's a BRZ. Everyone likes a BRZ. It's weird. V6 muscle cars, like V6 muscle cars. I know everybody else in the car community hates them. I don't like them. I would rather have a V8. Obviously, everybody that has a V6 muscle car would rather have a V8. Obviously, but they do serve like a little bit of a purpose. They're a more affordable rear-wheel drive platform, which is fun. You see those a lot. So let me know what cars you guys see every single day that you guys are like, whoa, that thing's pretty cool, actually. I'd be interested to hear. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Oh, you know what's another kind of cool car that I see all the time? I'm sorry to get off track. But you know what's another kind of cool car I see all the time? The Subaru Crosstreks. I like them. I don't know. I feel like the rest of the car community doesn't like the Subaru Crosstreks. I like the Subaru Crosstreks. I feel like they nailed what they were trying to go for. They serve their purpose. And I like when cars do that. Even if I'm not a big fan of them. Like the Jeep Wrangler. I'm never going to buy a Jeep Wrangler. I never want a Jeep Wrangler. It's not even a thought in my mind to buy a Jeep Wrangler. But it nails what it wants to do every single time. And I can respect the shit out of that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys are liking that you see every day in the comment section below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Do I have a bloody nose? No. I feel like I have a bloody nose right now. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.